Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. Hey, first and foremost, I want to give all the honors, the praises, the glory belongs to my Lord and Savior, Yahweh, my Sham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Wahar, Vakar, Kwadash. Honors to the apostles that are in the Holy Spirit, and to the hopeful elect across the globe, and to the few brothers and sisters listening and also learning in the hopes of being saved within these last days. We're going to talk about what they call gangstalking. Right, we're gonna talk about it. And the reason why I think it's important now, I gave it back like a week's break. The reason why it's so important because you have groups of the secret society that target certain people. Oh yeah, these things are real. In other words, you have a group of Satanists, right, or abusers that target people, bro. This is real. And from my experience, my perspective, the scripture's perspective, and how do you deal with these type of people? The best way you deal with them is you don't give them no action. You don't give them no play, right? As a man thinketh, so is he. So whatever you think of yourself, that's going to play out in the spirit. Mhm. So let's go, Baba Kashar, Baba Kashar, Baba Kashar. Let's start on Psalms, Baba Kashar, 54 and 3. For strangers are risen up against me, and oppressors seek after my soul. They have not set God before them. So you notice how it says, strangers are risen up against me. With this program, so they call it a program, right? These are strangers that rise up against people. Now, why do they do it? Because they're a part of an organization, right? And because they sold their soul. So your gang stalkers, they've sold their soul to the devil. Some have took deals, some have took non-disclosure deals, right? And they sign on the line, and once they sign, they have to follow that agreement, right? And so forth. And it says, oppressed to seek after my soul, they have not set God before them. Behold, Jehovah is my helper, and the Lord is with them that uphold my soul. So it's not everyone. But I will say this, it's a large group of people, bro. It's a large group of people that have resources and that are compromised, right? And it says, he shall reward evil unto my enemies, cut them off in thy truth. So it's all right because the Lord sees everything. What we need to do is keep your head on a swivel. Don't be reactive because this program, you've seen it, right? More and more people are talking about it. How you have these mass shootings and people losing their mind and so forth. It's a form of what you call victimization. But the thing is, the scripture says we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. So guess what? We're conquerors. We're not losers. We're conquerors, and we're not victims. Get out of that mentality. If you can victimize someone, there's a level of demonization, right? So these people, they're dealing with familiar spirits. They got demons in them. And because we identify them demons, they act a particular way. It's your Freemason. It's groups. It's certain groups. They have all types of people involved in this program, right? Ephesians 6, right, and 11. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. You know, when I first arrived here, they were all set up. When I first got here, they were all set up. That in the background, which you hear, is a cricket team, right? That was all set up. It's not even real, bro. Since I've came here, guess what they've been doing? Guess what they've been doing? It's clapping like this. Clapping. Yeah, done. Bro, everything is staged. You're gang stalking. It's staged events. You know how you see certain things on the news, right? Certain things happen. Some of it is staged. You know how you have stage actors on the event? They're acting. That's what you have to realize. This world that we're living in, brothers, is artificial. It's not real, man. Right? They're fucking actors. As soon as I got to this spot, right, on top of a hill, right, what did I see? A fake cricket team. Yeah, yeah, brilliant. You know, camera lights, action, bro. It's all fake, man. This is terrible. It's terrible. And this is why the Lord gives us discernment, right? Through discernment, we're able to what? See what's true, see what's fake. John 8:32. And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So therefore, and you got this woman on the other side, she's smiling at me, she's smiling, very. So therefore, the truth has made us free. We're able to see beyond the illusions. And I found out something, well, I wouldn't say it's new. Guess what? Your gangstalking is witchcraft, because that's what operates this world, man. Satan's realm. So you're able to see past that, right? You can't be taken by it. And it's black magic. You know what I'm saying? Right? They need you to believe what they're saying. Once you do that, you fall into their trap. Let this come out. Let this come out, Baba Kasha. And it says, check this out. We're going to drop to Psalms 55 and 3. Because of the voice of the enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked, gangstalking is based on oppression. That's what it's based upon. For they cast iniquity upon me, and in wrath they hate me. So guess what they try to do? They try to cast spells, but they do this through their tongue. So subconsciously, guess what they're trying to do? Cast spells on brothers, man. Lie. Right? They're liars. That's what they're trying to do, bro. I was saying, what, 4 years ago, what was it? Useless. Useless. What is it now? Useless. Now the new one's done, gone, kazam. So I think they're hoping if they say it enough, it will come into fruition. No, it's not. It's magic. It's spells. These people, they're witches. They're warlocks. They've joined the dark side. That's why it says, put on the whole armor that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Right? You have to put on this armor. I don't know. You may know too much. Who knows? But for some reason, bro, you're very dangerous to the kingdom of darkness. It's light against darkness. It's evil against good. These are dark forces, man. A lot of these people are part of cults, organizations, right? Some of these people are part of rings, certain sex rings and pedophile rings. Some of them, not all, right? This is why you got to stay prayed up. And they look out for each other until they turn on each other. Bro, I don't know what it is, bro, but these people, every time I come out here, they get scared. They get scared. They got to get in order. They get scared. And these people, they got handlers as well. You understand? Like, I'm taking this whole program, man. Right? They have to know where you are. If they can know where you are, they can stage certain things and try to get you to believe that's your reality when it's not. Camera, lights, action. Right? You've been sent strong delusions. We're also going to go to Timothy's. The Lord sent you them delusions, man. I don't believe it. They've been doing this for years now, man. Years. They've been trying to turn people against me for years. They will even try to turn your own family against you. Right? They're going to get done, bro. They're finished. They're finished. So we're going to go to 2 Timothy's 3 and 12. Yeah, all that will live godly in Yahweh Shah shall suffer persecution. So you're going to suffer persecution because you're living godly. It's part and parcel with this truth. All right? But evil men and seducers, oh, that's what these people were. Even this cricket team over here, they're evil men. They're seducers, man. All right? Shall wax worse and worse. So I'm seeing these people, they're waxing worse, man. The deceptions are all-time high. Waxing worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. Right? Deceiving and being deceived. So they're out here trying to deceive people, man. But at the same time, they're being deceived. In order to deceive someone, you would need to be deceived yourself. All right? If you're operating in truth, you're not deceiving anyone, right? If you're operating in the truth of Yahweh Shai, we don't need to do that because truth speaks for it. Truth defends itself. And this is why these people got to cover for each other, man. Cover for each other every single day. And we become a thorn in their side, which is good. My Gangstalking has it, bro. It's increased, bro. This last week, it's increased, bro. So when it increases, that means you're doing good. Someone even told me that. And this was a soldier that told me this. Someone is in the military. He says, well, if it's increasing, that means they're trying to get an effect. That means we're winning. If it ain't increasing, then don't mean anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? These are all tactics of the enemy. See what else we got, Baba Kasha. See what else we got. So yeah, they're being deceived, man. But continue though in the things which thou has learned, and that's been assured of knowing, of whom thou has learned them. So continue in this truth, in the things we have learned. Right? From who? Our apostles. Right? Come on. Yeah, let's speak about this program. Listen, I know the ins and outs. I know the ins and outs of this thing proper. Right? Pretty much every tactic. Right? Every tactic. So what else are we gonna get, Baba Kashar? Baba Kashar, excuse me, just a minute. Lamentations. Oh yeah, these people will follow you, bro. Don't get it. These people will follow you home. You know. Remember, this is a network. This is a network of people. They're connected. And who are they connected to? Satan. So you could basically say it's a satanic network. Right? And these people have to do some dark stuff. Dark stuff. Right? So let's go to Lamentations 4 and 18. They hunt our steps. Right? So some of you brothers, I see it in these videos, right? You see these videos? People coming out of nowhere. The coordination is on point. What else? What else? People coming out of houses the same time you come out. People going in the same time you go in. All that. That's very coordinated. It's just they hunt our steps. Right? They hunt our steps. They're trying to mark you in the spirit. So they hunt our steps and that we cannot go in our streets. So a lot of this, the Gangstalking's done to incite fear. So you shrink and you don't talk to anyone, and the next thing you isolate, and the next thing you go mad. That's what it's designed to do. Right? And a lot of people say, well, who's behind it? Is it your government? Yeah, it's a lot of people. It's a world system. Right? You hear that? You hear that? The guy's losing. Hey, bro, since I came in, the guy's been screaming his head off. These people are losing it, man. It's them demons, man. So let's go. They hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets. So that's what they do. They hunt your steps. They stalk. You know, they stalk. The new in thing for these people is to stalk. They stalk people's steps. It's a demon in them. Huh? That we cannot go in our streets. They don't want you to walk in the spirit, because Satan fears nothing more than someone that's walking in the spirit. That's your Gangstalking, so you cannot be in the spirit. Noise campaigns, we're going to go into that as well. Noise campaigns, they would do it 24 hours. They try to do it as much as, so you're not focused. This is all to divert your attention from God and have it focused on Satan. It's very dark. Bro, I know the ins and outs of every aspect of it. And it says, our end is now, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of heaven. And remember, they also use military planes as well, right, to scope you out. The helicopters, they're the ones that are doing mapping out your brain. There's so much that goes into this program, brothers. And I could do these lessons with a clear mind, and people just be like, yeah, I hear what you're saying, because I'm doing it with a clear mind for what I've been through, man. And some of you brothers out there as well. Some of these stalkers, I told you, they're running a predatory operation. Predators running a predatory operation. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm not making this up. And they have all types of people involved. But people do it for different reasons. Some people do it because they've been lied to. And they've been told, please, would you keep an eye on him? He's he's some type of danger, but they won't tell the people. Sometimes they tell the people what it is. Sometimes they just say, this person, he's a threat, he's a danger. Or this. Other people, they get blackmailed. Other people join because they get paid to. Majority of people, they're getting paid money under the table. So certain people get paid money to try to irritate you. The witches, there's witches and warlocks involved as well. All right? So there's witches and warlocks and Satanists that are involved as well. Oh, and yes, this is the bit I don't like. They also get children involved because someone told me the children have a branch now. This is a Masonic branch. It's called the Demule. The Demule branch. So now even children are being initiated into Satanism from a young age. So where are they learning that from? Are they learning it from home or are they learning it from school? Someone told me, listen, a lot of stuff I know because I watch it from other channels as well. He said, yeah, they're part of the Demule branch. The Demule branch, man. So now they're getting these children involved in harassing. They teach their children how to harass, how to stalk. This is sick. This program is sick. All right, that's why Yahweh Shai, please, Baba Kashar, come back. Destroy our enemies. Please, Baba Kashar, Yahweh Shai. Let them be ashamed. All right? There's so much I can't tell you everything that goes into this program. All right? This is so heavy. A lot of this is psychological, but we went to that. See what else we can get. We're going to go to Micah 5 and 11, and I will cut off the cities of thy land and throw down all thy strongholds. All right? And I will cut off all witchcrafts out of thy hand, and thou shalt have no more soothsayers. So a major part of this program, you're going to realize, oh my gosh, like, bro, witches, man. I told you they move witches in different locations to try to do spell work and summon spirits and dark energies. When you go into a store, the shop owner would be notified you're coming into the store. They'd be told to either go outside or quickly run in the store, and they just notify them you're coming in. All these things are forms of deception, witchcraft. You board a train, you get on the train rail pass, they're already going to be notified that you're there. Yeah, it's very, very, it's organized because the kingdom of Satan, darkness, is organized. They're very organized, but guess what? Throw a little bit of chaos in there, they're not as organized as you think. Just change up your technique and you see it, they start panicking and it's bad. Real bad. So it says, thy graven images will I cut off, and thy standing images that are in the midst of thee, thou shalt not worship the work of thy hands, and I will pluck thy groves out in the midst of thee. So these people, ultimately, who are they? They're Satanists. Right? I never knew about the whole color code thing with the blue and red. I don't know. That was probably happening before you even knew about it. So they rock their color codes now. If you notice, everybody's wearing red, blue, white, and all these color codes which represent their little groups of fraternities and so forth. Right? So, bro, they're letting you know. They're letting you know now. It's not so much hidden. It's in your face, but it's in plain sight. So they're letting you know, yeah, they rock with Satan, man. They're letting you know they rock with Satan. And they even dress their children in them colors as well. So they're rocking with Satan, man. Right? That's what they're doing. Bro, that's why we got to maintain in this truth. And it says, I will pluck up thy groves out of the midst of thee and destroy their cities, and I will execute vengeance in anger and fury upon the heathen such as not have heard. So the Lord's going to back us up. What we got to do, well, maintain. Stay faithful. Don't compromise. They compromise. They know, bro, they know you're real. They wish they could do what you do. They wish they could turn back the hands of time. But they repent? Yeah, if they truly repent, but most of them are not going to do that because they're in bondages to them demons, you know? You see the scratching the head, rubbing of the eyes, rubbing of the nose. These are all codings, but I've seen it all, the coughing. You know when they do the coughing as well? They do a number of things. It's all satanic, bro. Demons are real. And they're jumping in and out of these people, man. And once you see them demons, that makes them even more scared. It's so bad, bro. These people are scared. Scared, bro. And they're scared of Yahweh Shai because they have a short time. Let's go to Revelations. Because they have a very short time upon earth. Huh? Revelations 12 and 12. Check this out. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, multitude the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth but he have but a short time. So he's coming down with great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. This the devil was speaking of. So you're seeing that within the Gangstalking. You're seeing that. Short time. All you need to do is step outside. Look how people be moving. It's like something out of a zombie apocalypse movie. Right? Their lines, they're scripted. Everything is scripted. Staged. Consider you. You know what I'm saying? They're staging whole communities. Like, bro, when I first saw this, I was like, what's going on? Then over time, you start to get somewhat sensitized, then desensitized to it. You can desensitize yourself from this. And it says, yeah, can you hear that? Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Can you hear it in the background? Yeah, but they're panicking, innit? It's an act. It's not real. It's not real. Oh, sirens. Oh yeah, the police are involved on the ground level. They orchestrate it on the ground level, and the Masons operate it. They get things together on the ground level. All right? Come on. And it says, for the devil has come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth he has a short time. So he knowing that he has a short time, what's he going to do? He's going to start using people's vessels now to do for all forms of evil. And he's recruiting, because recruiting is going up. Gangstalking is based, let me tell you something. It's based on, a lot of it is based on recruitment, right? Satan needs recruits. This is why you see people walking around with their headset in their ear, and that headset, basically, they're listening to your conversations on that headset. They're not telling you that, are they? Right? These people, they're gone. They're literally gone, bro. So these little white headsets you see, some of these people, they can actually eavesdrop on your conversation when you do a lesson on the phone. I don't know how they're able to link it, but they're able to link it in with these videos we're doing and hear what you're saying. This is how they're able to relay information. Right? It's like bloody 80% of this world, gangstalkers are snitches, man. Rats. Basically. Alright? They sold their soul. They sold their soul. Alright? So what else have we got, Baba Kishore? I love this scripture. Let's get this. So much that goes into the program. And there's different levels to this program as well. Some brothers just deal with one aspect of it. Some brothers would deal with all aspects of it. I've told you about the technology side of it. When I was here, sitting about 5 minutes ago, they were trying to broadcast me with EMF signals. This is, bro, I'm on a high mountain top right now. High mountain top. You know what I'm saying? And they were trying to broadcast me with signals on a high mountain. So, bro, sinister. These people are, they have sinister, evil intent. And you may be asking, well, why would they do that? To, what's the word? To discredit you. Because with these frequencies, they can, it depends how how high it is. They can make you look a certain way. Right? And, oh, look what goes past. Listen, look at that. Hey, bro, you can't make this up. Let me see if I can get it on camera. Hold on just a minute. Let's get this on camera quickly. Don't know if you caught it. That propeller. Yeah. That propeller plane, for 4 or 5 years now, right, makes itself known unto me all the time. Don't know if that was caught on camera. You see that propeller plane? They also have these in the States. Guess what that's for? That's a security. That's linked in with security services. And that's the plane that basically can map you out. And that propeller plane can also map out the sea as well. So if you're lost in sea, so these are like spy, bro. This is things that this the new world order is here, bro. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. The planes, they're the ones that are responsible for the monitoring side as well, mapping out your brain. All right, they're responsible for that, the mapping out your brain. So be careful as well, because they are trying to map out your brain. Emotional responses. Oh, there's a lot of technology involved. I've told you about that V2K, voice to skull, voice auditory. All right, told you about them things there. The voice auditory to make you feel like you're hearing things. No, just tell it to, don't even speak to it. It's just a voice. It's a voice auditory. All right. Okay. So there is a lot that goes into it. A lot. And people, the thing is, people are not aware. Some of the people that are doing this, their brains are fried, basically. They're under EMF. EMF can control brainwaves. Let's talk about this. Who actually runs it? Who's running it? The program. Some would say it's the elites. You could say that, but no. This is run by the military complex. And there's an aspect of black magic involved as well. It's very dark. It's Lucifer. It's very dark. It's Luciferian. So the military, they run the program, because in a state of martial law, i.e. the COVID, the COVID, who was the power given to when that happened? It was given to the military. So they moved in, right? And they were given a budget. I don't know how much of the budget. It was quite a lot. A lot, right? Way over 50 million. And this budget, it needs to be spent. So what more but to spend it on, but to spend it on a form of technology where they can control, manipulate, and have people doing things that they're not even really sure of. That's who's running the program, bro. Because in the state of martial law, the power doesn't go to the government anymore. It goes to those that are in the military complex. So if they want to move in your neighborhoods, they have the funding, they have the money, and it's a lot of funding, and they could just set up in that neighborhood, buy up the buildings, because it's all merged into one now. I've told you that. Security, military, construction, that's all merged into one thing. It's all under the guise of security. So I've told you, with this program, I'm sure some of you brothers, you get the maintenance workers coming in, coming out. That's all linked in. It's all linked in. Sometimes they come and mess with the alarm, right? Sometimes they put bugging devices around you. It's all linked in as security. But who does my security come from? The one you call God. His name is Yahweh, and his son. That's where I get my security from. But they're fooling the masses, saying, well, you might need this. Have you ever heard of Verisure? They got the Verisure cameras. And if someone breaks in, that's not supposed to break it. Someone breaks in, that's foreign to that place. A smoke goes off. And this is linked in with a security firm. I know, because one of my aunties got one of them. And I was like, well, I wouldn't want that, because that's too much intrusiveness. So you actually got security. Listen, bro, this is it's all run by, it's run by your military complex. Ex-military as well. And yeah, a lot of them are trying to blend into public, but they stand out like a sore thumb, because I can tell a person that's in the military from a mile away just by their walk. Because they were trying to blend in. Because I've had people that I've done lawnmowing, right? The lawnmower, and it's like, hold on a minute, you're not a lawnmower, you're bloody in the military. Hold on a minute, you're not a construction worker, you're an ex-military worker, but they can pull it off because it's merged in. You understand? They're having they're having a laugh, bro. All that money. And the money's going on technology to basically social experiment on the masses. But your dumbass can't see it. They could turn people against you. All they need is data. A bit of DNA, data, DNA, and they can get things. Because if you can control someone's data, you can control what people think about them. Oh yeah, stingray vans. I get that probably every couple of days. Stingray vans. The stingray vans, they collect data. So if you have a cell tower, they collecting that data and they'll park up right around the corner and they will gather your data. So if they can get your mother's number, your friend's number, and this is how they're able to manipulate and try to turn people against you. This is how it's done. It's like high level espionage. High level. We're talking about some high level. Now there was a law against it, but I forgot what the law is. So we're going to get back into the scriptures. Do not be deceived. Do not be fooled. How you think people are timing you ever so well? Huh? Go to Thessalonians. I know I bring this out a lot. I want you to know this. It's very advanced. Very. The timing of everything. You're like, whoa. Are you timing me like that? And the reason why they're able to time you, because they also have devices that they implant around your homes. Outside of your home, in your home. And just know this. If you're a so-called targeted individual, empowered, I call it. All right? And don't call yourself targeted, because the moment you do that, now you become victimized. The ones that run the program, they gave it that name, targeted. They gave it. You're not targeted. You're empowered. Even if it seems like you are. All right? And listen, let me slow down now. Let me slow down. The people, they're being fooled. A lot of them are being fooled. Remember, there's different levels of programming. So some of these people are even unaware. How do I know? I know this. You know how I know this? Because I've seen it when I'm riding or walking, and I've seen people come out the house and they're saying, like, why do we got to come out the house? What way are we going? Like, why do we got to do that? I've seen people standing there like, why am I standing here? They're asking their friend, why are we standing here for? You know what I'm saying? Bro, come on. It's an espionage, man. Right? Psychological operations, man. Right? Are being kept. Alright? Real talk. So we're going to go to 1 Thessalonians 2. And I love the scripture 7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. It's already at work now. It's already at work, bro. Bro, I never knew about corruption as I did until I started to see things. The first time I knew about the corruption, when I was in my yard, when I was living with my father, and all of a sudden, an ambulance pulled up outside the house, right? And they do that to try to scare you. Yeah, if you don't join our side, you're going to be in this ambulance soon. The moment I saw that, well, actually, when this ambulance, right, they were speaking to some gypsies. This was long ago, gypsies. Then they pulled up at my house. They were always parking up every few days. I'm like, hold on, what's going on here? And I'd be like, oh, shit, they're trying to intimidate me. And I thought, oh, my gosh, they even got the ambulances doing this as well. Right? This is the beginning stage of when I started to see this stuff. This was beginning stages. So this is psychological operation. So who's telling the ambulances to do that? Who's telling them? Huh? A lot of this is through technology. I'm telling you, a lot of it's through technology. Some of you, right, you might be in your house, your flat, your hostel, wherever you're living, and all of a sudden, right, you might have like 5, 10, 20 cars pull up, right? You know why that happens? They've been told to. Algorithms, processing, data collecting. I always tell you, nothing's wrong with helicopters now. There goes the... Yeah, this is, bro. They don't want you to know this. They don't want you to know this stuff. Right? This is how they stay. This is how they keep power. Right? Helicopters. All them things there. Right? Military. Hold on, let me just pan the camera. Yeah, this guy, he's military as well. Look at his walk. Look at his walk. Look how he's walking, bro. Look at his walk, baby. Bro, you know what someone told me? I'm too smart for my own good, man. You're too smart for your own good. I can't help it. Right? Look at the walk, but you just saw that, bro. Listen, massive funding. With that type of funding, get a lot done. And the dangerous part of it is, whew, you're military, therefore the courts, it's all linked in, right? Have you ever heard of, what's the thing where you fraud documents, where you, what's it, perjury? So if they want to get something on you, they could just purge documents. I've heard about it. Hospital records. Bro, I know it because they went to my grandma and tried to get the hospital records and her blood type. And they've all just tried to get my blood. Bro, you don't even know half, bro. They fucking they infiltrated my family, my father, when I was living with my father and tried to tell him, yeah, get him in the house. Get him in the house. Bro, I know what happened, bro. You ain't fooling me. You ain't fooling me, bro. That was the military that were doing that shit, bro. Bunch of fucking bullies, man. Not all of them. I have respect for a lot of people that have served time. All right? I have a lot of respect for people that serve their country, but, bro, you always have one or two that are crooked. Always. Always, man. So, the program, most of it, because a lot of you think it's demons. Yeah, it is demons. But a lot of it is also technology. Alright? Check this out. Alright? See, they start clapping like seals, like, yeah, bro, it's all state, bro. Don't take this thing too seriously. And another thing I want to say, brothers, don't be too serious. Because on an emotional level, there's so much. Listen, there's so much going on. And it says, Baba Kishore, check this out. When shall the wicked be revealed? Who the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and destroy by the brightness of his. Why do you think they're getting so angry? Because we're consuming them with the spirit of Yahweh's mouth. Right? We're letting you know what really goes on. This is a fake world, man. Most of what you see is scripted, man. And with all, check this out, even him who's coming of the working of Satan, that's who they're serving, with all power and signs and lying wonders. Power, signs, and lying wonders, right? And when I first was on this program, one thing I did know, I noticed a lot of NASA, people wearing a lot of NASA shirts and all that. I was like, oh my bro, you're going to see some things when you wake up to this truth. You're going to see some things, man. And it says, with all deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perish because they receive not the love of the truth that they might be saved. So they're going to have to perish now because they were not receiving the love of this truth. Another military man jogging. All right, hold on, you see him? You see him? Well, you can't catch it, hold on. You see him? Yeah. No? It's a program, man. Most of us will, obviously, when the program is through television, signals, a lot of things are frequency, by the way. Ephesians 2. The prince and power of the air, the atmosphere. That's how people are being controlled. Through frequencies. All right? That's how Satan controls people, through frequencies. EMF, ELF. Radio. All right? Can you hear the car now? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, they do that as well. Noise campaign to try and mess with your head. Oh yeah, there's another technique, brothers. The technique, you know, where they cruise control, or sometimes they speed with their cars. That speeding with their cars, they found out when they speed by their cars, that creates like an acoustic. It creates bass. And a few days after, certain people found themselves feeling ill. So that technique is a technique to actually make you ill. You know when the cars are speeding past, right? Zoom, zoom, zoom. It sounds like an acoustic. So, bro, these people, they have a certain level of knowledge, but it's used for evil. So we're telling you how, we're just giving you game about this programmer, right? And be careful who you're speaking to, because some of these people, you speak to them, they have their phone on record, or they have a headset in with someone on the other side. And that someone's telling them, say this, say that. And they're carrying that message back to the handler. Okay? Like, bro, this is real, bro. Why do you think they're always sending people our way? Right? Did you just hear that? You hear that, birds? You hear that bird mocking me? Oh yeah, a lot of these birds are also under MK Ultra as well. They can send fake birds. Right? They use dogs as well. They're putting these dogs under witchcraft. That's why you have these dogs going. You have dogs saying useless now. Useless. You got dogs saying you. You're gonna see a lot of things when you wake up to this truth, and you're not mad. Right? I've heard dogs do that. Bro, they're putting spells. Poor dogs, man. Poor little dogs, man. They're putting witchcraft upon these dogs as well. So, brothers, you're going to see some strange things that seem strange. Think it not strange concerning the fiery trial. You're going to see sex kittens. They're wearing them sex kitten colours now. Bro, you're going to see some things that, bro, the veil's been removed. You're not mad, you can see. You've been awakened, you've been enlightened, man. Welcome to the spiritual enlightening. The real spiritual enlightening through Yahweh Shai. They don't want you to know about these things, man. How the world's one big stage, and all this time you've been on the Truman Show. They don't want you to know that. Right? Shut up, baby. Yeah. No, I'm not speaking to you, I'm speaking to these people right? Making all them bloody noises, bro. So it says, with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish. So I also want to say this as well. Anytime you start elevating, they have a thing where break you down, build you up, break you down, confusion. So don't fall for the confusion. They throw a lot of confusion in there as well. I see another handler. Bear me just a minute. Don't know if you see him on camera. So there's a lot of confusion that they put in the midst as well. Look at this. Look at these doofuses. Look at these fucking doofuses. Oh my god! Look. Look at these doofuses, man. Look at look at these doofuses. Oh my gosh. Cult members. Oh yeah, that's another thing. They get cult members involved. Basically, it's every demon from hell that's coming up against bro. This is so heavy, bro. We speak these things and it plays out. Right? It's fake. It's a presentation. Right? But do you accept the presentation as a reality? The answer should be no. If you don't accept that presentation as a reality, then that means you're not able to be deceived. You understand? What a sick joke. They're gone. Bro, they're gone, man. I don't know what was put in that jab. What did they put in that jab, man? Because it seems like once that jab started to be issued, this is what people started to act weird. People be acting mad weird out here, man. All right? So for this cause, God shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. So they just believe in anything that they're told. They just do it. They don't even think. They don't want thinkers in this society. They just want people to do. Don't think. Obey, like that movie They Live. Obey. Eat, sleep, obey. Man, bro, that's why you got to separate yourself from this world, man. We're in the world, but we're not of the world, man. We're in this world, but we're not of it. You understand? On my attacks, I've said it before. I said it this week, bro. All this week. Well, Friday. What, Friday today, right? All this week, bro, it's been heavy. The attacks. They ramped it up. Ramped it up. But that's why you have to keep your head on the swivel. Stay in this truth. And remember, Yahweh Shai is the way, the truth, and the light. And him that walketh in him shall not stumble, shall not walk in darkness, man. We're not walking in darkness. We have a very keen perception of what we see. Very, very keen perception. Let me see if we got anything else. Baba Kishon. A lot of these people have sold their soul to the beast. The beast system. Oh yeah, if you have another thing, if you have 10 people coughing doing the same cough during a day, you know that's already, yep, they're told to do that. It's called sensitizing tactics. Okay? Well, these people, bro, they're gone, bro. And they want you to be gone like them, man. So what else have we got? All right. Hold on. This is Revelations 19 and 19. And I saw the beasts and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on a horse and against his army. So when it's saying the beasts and the kings of the earth and their armies, oh, more gang stalkers, the beasts and the gangs covering their face, man. Right? The beasts and of the earth. All right? And the armies. Esau has an army. Satan has an army as well. Right? Yes, Satan has an army. Right? And his army is against the Lord's army. Right? And so forth. More idiot spirit. And Satan's army. And it says, and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on a horse and against his army. And the beast was taken with him and a false prophet and wrought miracles before him, which he deceived. Key thing, deceived them that had received the mark of the beast and them that worshipped the image. These both were cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone. So the scriptures talk about those that receive what? The mark of the beast, which is the chip in Revelations 13 and 16. Right? Those that receive that, guess what's going to happen? They're going to be destroyed. Right? Why? Because it's written. So a lot of these people, they're siding with the beast system. And the beast system is basically waging war against the true Christians. So you got to get ready for this persecution. For you soon, they're not going to want you out here. Right? They're not going to want you teaching. They're not going to want you out here. Right? So you got to be prepared for those things. All right? Hope this was edifying. Go shut off here. And until the next time, shalom to the hopeful. Shalom.